Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is Ellen. I'm so glad that you all are here. It is Sunday, October 13th, and I am putting my makeup on and waiting for my mother-in-law to arrive because we are going thrifting. There are 2 thrift stores nearby that we want to visit, and I am hoping to find a long coat of some kind, not like Matrix type coat, but just a long coat. I actually found one last year, but unfortunately the previous owner I think had cats and I was allergic to it, so I had to leave it behind. I'm also searching for maybe Doc Martens. I own a pair, but I'm looking for others in different styles. And if I find more Halloween or fall decor, I won't be disappointed because it is spooky season. I might also look for some craft supplies. You never know what you're gonna find at the thrift store. We're going to a Goodwill and another place called Pippin's New and Used, and I'm really curious to see what our thrift adventure is going to be like. Well, without further ado, let's go to the thrift store. Here's my outfit for the day. I have this cute star print tank top, pair of flare jeans, and my Vans because they're super comfy for thrifting. They are a little bit difficult to get out of if I want to try on shoes, but comfy sneakers are the way to go. Sorry for the weird angle of the majority of my footage. I was trying to film discreetly because the thrift store was so busy. I'll also need to do voiceover for a good portion of my thrift footage because they were playing music so loudly in this Goodwill. Today I was also searching for more fall and winter clothes, so I spent most of my time looking at the long sleeve shirts and sweaters. I did try to film more of my finds for you all this time around. Sometimes I'm not very good about filming while I'm thrifting. I think a lot of it has to do with me just being self-conscious about filming in the thrift store, and I'm trying to get better about that because most people really don't care, or even notice for that matter. They had a great selection of long sleeve shirts and sweaters this time around. I found this cable knit sweater and I just loved the pattern. It was such a well-made sweater, but sadly I had to leave it behind because it was too small for my liking. I also found this pretty green sweater, but I put it back because it was acrylic. I will buy synthetic fabric if I like the garment enough, but I try to find cotton, linen, and wool if possible. This maroon colored sweater I found is such a great layering piece, and I love the button details on the front. I also found this aquamarine colored top in this silky fabric from my mother-in-law. I'm so glad it worked for her because it's super cute and the color is just so pretty. I stumbled across this long sleeve Hollister top. I used to shop there back in high school and college, so that was a bit of a blast from the past. Just look at this pretty floral top. I spotted this from the aisle over and I just had to go check it out. I am genuinely disappointed though. I had to put it back because it is 100% polyester and that stuff just doesn't breathe. I loved this strawberry top, but sadly it was way too small for me. This isn't my size, but I love the little leaf prints. It's so pretty. Okay. Not for me, but for my mom. She would love this. Velvet. I was very tempted to buy this embroidered peasant top, but I did decide to put it back because I own a lot of similar items. I loved the color of this graphic tee and it was kind of fun, but I'm not a huge Rugrats fan, so I left it for someone else. See, I watch some animes, but I don't know which one this is. I haven't watched this one. Look, Beth found me a silk purple top. Tiny little crab prints. I just wanted to show you these funky boots I found. I personally think they're ugly, but that's probably because I'm just not a fan of cowboy boots. These are giving country Cruella de Vil. This is super pretty, but I don't think the color goes well with my skin tone, but I'm gonna leave this for someone else. I just love how sparkly it is. Oh my gosh, a waistcoat with little flowers embroidered on it. Wait a second, got another waistcoat? It's not my size. This sheer tank top seemed like such a good layering piece for spooky season. I feel like this would look really good with a pair of slim fit jeans, Doc Martens, and a cool jacket. I also found this dark gray tank from the brand American Eagle Outfitters, and I was tempted to buy it, but I noticed it had some wear, so I left it behind. This white lace top was so pretty, but I left it because I quite literally have the same thing in the color light teal. I love this purple velvet color. It's so pretty. Another waistcoat. I do an animal print. Not really my speed. This is another item I was tempted to put in my cart, but I have something similar and this probably would have been a little too big on me. I found this super pretty beaded mesh tank, and this is totally something I would wear. Unfortunately, on further inspection, I found several rows of beads missing, so I decided to leave it behind. While I do know how to fix beaded embroidery, I do try not to purchase damaged items because it always ends up being a hassle for me trying to fix. I also thought they were asking too much money for a damaged item. There were a lot of waistcoats this day. I didn't like the majority of them, but I did find a lot. I also found this orange dress, which I have named the pumpkin dress. Do I think I can pull it off as a regular wear garment? No, not really, but I think it has great costume potential. I left this because it wasn't my size, but just look at this Mickey Mouse jacket. The details are so fun, and this is totally gonna make someone's day when they find it. I think it's too big, but it's so cute. We also went to Pippin's New and Used, but I really didn't find any clothes there. I did find a couple of things which I will show you shortly, but I kind of forgot to film while we were at this thrift store.
1 week later.
Greetings! It has been a few days since I went thrifting, and I have cleaned all the clothing that I purchased, and I want to share all the things that I found with you. So to get started, I think I will share what I found at Pippin's New and Used. As I mentioned, I didn't film too much there. I think we were kind of winding down for the day. We'd been at Goodwill for a really long time and we're just ready to go home. But I did find a couple things, the first of which being, oh gosh, this is very random, but I found two really nice Nordic wear, I don't want to say bunt pans because that's not what they are. This one has all the different cars for a train, so you could literally make a train cake, which I love Christmas. So I was just kind of like, ooh, I could make a Christmas train maybe out of some kind of ginger cake. And the other one is just more traditional Christmas themed loaf pan, I guess. I guess that's what you would call them. They're like mini loaf pans, but they are by the brand Nordic Wear, which I think is usually really expensive. And I got each of these for $5 a piece. Okay, hear me out. I know this is really random, but I found a Disney castle for $15. And I don't know when this was made. Honestly, it looks like it could have been made in the 90s or maybe earlier. I'm gonna have to look it up and see if I can find it because there's no date on the bottom. Sometimes toys have dates on the bottom of them for the year they were made, but this one doesn't, so I'm not really sure. It does have a spot for batteries in the bottom, and I probably will try and put some in and see if it does anything, but I doubt it. This is what the inside looks like. And I mean, I'm assuming it's missing some pieces because these spots here look like they probably used to have little towers. It needs to be cleaned, and there are some broken things too. Like the little clock tower is broken. It's missing something at the top. Like there's a hole where something should have been, but it's also missing a door, like at the front. There's only one. The main reason I got this was because I've seen on Pinterest where a lot of people are buying doll houses and Disney castles at the thrift store and just repurposing them and turning them into haunted houses or gingerbread houses. And at first I was like, I'm gonna make a haunted house because this kind of lends itself to that. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, you know what? Christmas is my favorite holiday, and this would make such a good gingerbread castle. So I'm probably gonna turn this into a gingerbread castle. I feel like it's actually the perfect size for that kind of project because some of the doll houses that I've seen people buy are massive, and this one is a little smaller, a little bit more manageable. Either way, I'm really excited I found it because it's such a cool find. $50 might have been a little steep seeing as it's a little broken, but I don't mind. It's gonna be such a fun project. This shirt is way more loose than I remember. Maybe I lost weight, I don't know, but the mic was literally pulling it down. So I'm going to be holding the mic for the rest of the video. All right, let's move on to the clothing items. I found quite a few. All of them are pretty cool in my opinion. The first is my pumpkin dress. And as I mentioned, I actually got this with the intent of using it as part of a costume. I just really like the color, and it is quite pumpkin-esque, is it not? I don't think I'll be able to use it for a costume this year just because I really don't have enough time before Halloween to put together the costume that I want to use this for. But I have a plan, and I'm probably going to make something for next Halloween. It is by the brand Pretty Little Thing, which I have heard of. I've never purchased from there before, and I've heard mixed reviews, but the quality of this item seems pretty good. It was $7, and I think for a cute costume, that's not a bad price. The next item is this maroon colored sweater that I had showed earlier in the video. I just really love the button detailing up the front. It is by the brand MJ Carroll, and I've never heard of that brand before. It is 100% acrylic, which I know I mentioned not wanting to buy acrylic or polyester, but I really liked the style and fit, so I made an exception. I kind of like how long it is and how it has the splits in the sides. I think it could be used as a really fun, versatile layering piece, either as just a sweater on its own, or I could undo all the buttons and wear it over top of a different top that I own. Next up, we have Velvet, and this is by the brand Pendleton. And it is this burnout velvet design, which I've been looking for more velvet items because I really like the whimsigoth aesthetic, and velvet tends to tie into that aesthetic a lot, and also just matches my own preferences for my wardrobe. This is also a great piece for fall and winter just because of the color palettes. I do think that because it's maybe a little older, some of the velvet has begun to wear off, but I still really like the look of it, and I am looking forward to styling this in the coming weeks. The next item is the spooky tank top, and this is 100% polyester, but because it doesn't have sleeves, I don't really care. I just have an issue with the 100% polyester fabric when there are sleeves because I feel like I just overheat in them. But anyway, this is from the brand Hot Topic, and it's in a size extra large, which it is a little roomy on me, but since I am planning on using it as kind of a layering piece or just a standard kind of loose flowy tank top, I don't have an issue with that. I also don't really wear a lot of skulls, but for spooky season, this is perfect. I will probably only wear it around Halloween, to be honest. But I don't own a lot of clothes that are spooky or Halloween themed, and this seemed like a fun piece that's not like so blatantly Halloween, but I can still wear it on a normal day during the fall. I like all the items that I found, but this next item, I love this so much. It is the oversized seashell t-shirt, and it is quite roomy on me, but I can wear it as a regular t-shirt, and I am going on a cruise soon, and I 100% plan on packing this and maybe using it as a swim pullover because it's just so comfy and large and also easy to clean. And this is just a standard cotton t-shirt, nothing super special. I just really like the design. This next item I was so excited and happy to find, which is this waistcoat or vest, and it's a size medium by the brand Casey and Max, which it's another brand I've never heard of, but it was new with tags, and I think it originally retailed for $28, and I got this for I think three or four, and it is 100% cotton. It's very well made, and on the tag it said that all of this embroidery was hand done, which it's so beautiful. I was really excited to find this. I have been wanting to try the whole wearing a waistcoat or vest as a shirt trend, but I hadn't come across any that I really liked. A lot of them are a little bit too granny core for my taste, if that makes sense. But this one, I think it's a happy medium. It does have the embroidery, which might seem a little bit dated, but I feel like this is a happy medium, and I like the kind of neutral color. I could also use it during the fall and winter. I could wear it over top of maybe some of my turtlenecks or collared shirts. I did have to adjust the back quite a bit to get it to fit properly because it honestly fits more like a large than a medium. It's quite roomy. The next item is this beautiful silk top that my mother-in-law found for me. I've been trying to find more purple items to incorporate into my wardrobe because I just love the color, and I also think it suits me really well. So when she pulled this off the rack, I got really excited. It is a size extra large, so it is quite roomy on me, but it's very comfortable, and I've kind of gotten to where I prefer an oversized fit with a lot of my clothes, so I don't have an issue with this. It is by the brand Silkland, which, yet again, another brand that I am not familiar with, but I really like the fabric. Please forgive the weird hangers. I did not get the right hangers for these. The last piece is this button-down top that, honestly, I think it's probably vintage. It is Studio by Michelle Stewart, and it is 100% rayon. It has shoulder pads. I'm not a huge fan of shoulder pads. I know that a lot of people are wearing them again, but I don't know how I feel about it. Here's a quick video of me wearing the top. You can tell me if you think it looks okay with the shoulder pads, but honestly, they would be so easy for me to remove. This isn't usually my normal style, but I grabbed this because I really loved the color and the print. There are these horses on the back, or like dudes riding horses. It looks like a fox hunt because there's like dogs and stuff, but anyway, I like the pattern and I like the color, so I made an exception for this one as well, and I think it'll be a fun piece to try and style because it is a little bit out of my comfort zone. That was all the items. I found a lot. I don't think I will be going thrifting again for a little while because I don't need anything. Around the holidays, if I need any holiday decor, I might go out looking for some stuff, but until then, I'm going to be taking a break from thrifting. So my next few videos will probably be a mix of like craft videos and styling videos. I also need to continue with my closet clean out series because I had started that process and I really need to finish it. Let me know in the comments which thrifted item was your favorite, and if you have any styling ideas, I would love to hear from you. Also, if you enjoyed this video and would like to see others like it, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell button so you can be notified the next time I upload a video. Thank you so much for being here, and until the next one, I am out. Bye!